The movie is about a recent gym junkie's new personal trainer who starts to take their relationship to dangerous levels. The movie started with Mel making arrangements for dinner as it was her and Carter's anniversary. Carter comes home and scares Mel, who was thinking Carter had forgotten about their anniversary, but he didn't. Instead, he handed her a ring case. Mel was happy. Finally, he wanted to do the right thing by proposing to her after 5 years of dating, but instead it was a piece of stone from Alps and promised to take her there. Mel was disappointed because she doesn't like heights and Carter is not aware of that. Carter finally opened up to Mel by saying he wasn't happy. He was bored and the relationship wasn't going anywhere because Mel said she wants to stop living in limbo and want to be sure about them, and that he has not for once shown her that the relationship meant something to him. Carter decided to end things with Mel, and before he left she asked him what her favorite color was and he could not get it and she told him to get out, but before he left he said he still loves Mel. It's finally a week after Mel and Carter's breakup and Mel has not been able to get over him. She has been lying on her couch and not doing anything fun when her friend came in to take her to the gym for a little workout. Mel said she is not a fan of gym, but her friend reminded her that she was into sport in school, so what changed? She was finally able to talk her into going to the gym with her. They got to the gym, but Mel was not interested in treading on the mill, so she opted out and went for a mini weightlifter when Trey called her name. She was surprised that he knows her name, so he said he saw her name when her friend signed her up on the guest list. They exchanged pleasantries and he offered to give Mel a free session, no pressure and no string attached, but Mel was not sure about that yet, so he just told her to relax. He would bring her a bottle of water. Trey showed Mel around the gym and even trained her a little. After everything, Mel finally decided to sign up for a personal gym session with Trey. As she was about leaving, her friend Leslie came in and also introduced herself to Trey and told Mel she is so lucky. Finally, Mel has resumed back to work and we see her talking to a customer about a work of art on the wall and what the painting means, and the intention behind the painting. She was amazed that he is also aware of his work but let her talk like he was new to the artwork. They exchanged names and Adam asked if he would see Mel there again next time and she said he can count on it that she owns the gallery. Mel is at the gym and is signing up for a 6-week gym session because of her goal, and Trey is ready to help her achieve it so long she is committed towards it. He also gave a watch that would track her eating calories and her movements at all times, but looks like he has other intentions other than that. Leslie was trying to talk Mel into asking some other guy out at the gym, but the look on Trey's face was more like he was jealous, but Mel managed to say no to Leslie and Trey was happy. We see Trey at home monitoring Mel bedtime through his phone. At the gym the next day, Trey talked Mel into wall climbing and Mel is scared of heights, so this was a big risk when Leslie came looking for Mel, only to find out that Trey took of her protection because he belts he could do it, but Leslie was scared. But luckily for Mel she climbed through and she had a little bit of argument with her friend saying she should try trust her a little, and that was what Trey did. He helped her overcome her long-time fear of heights. They talked and hugged it out. However, Adam is back for her art gallery. He came to tell her he could not stop thinking about her and he offered to take her on a date, which she agreed to. She was driving to the gym with her friend Leslie in the car. On getting to the gym, Trey gave her a box and inside the box was the key to the gym. Tell them to be free to come, it's at any time. However, it was Saturday already. We saw Mel and Adam at the restaurant on their date night and they both talked about their last relationship and he took her back home only to find out that Trey was stalking her. At the gym he was asking her if she wasn't moving too fast, but she said when you see what you like you go for it. Adam came over to Mel's place of work to offer her takeout, but she declined and instead he told her to come over to his place while he cooked for her and she accepted. They talked for a while and had sex, but Trey on the other hand is getting the report of her heartbeats increasing, which made him even more pissed. Mel and Leslie were discussing college when Mel said she wanted to go home and prepare for the gym and Leslie said she could miss just a day without going to this gym, but Mel napped and said Trey told her Leslie was going to try discouraging her and they got pissed at each other and they left. At the gym, Mel handed her phone over to Trey to help keep in the locker when Adam's message popped up after a while of ghosting saying they should meet at night, but Trey replied saying they should meet at the gym the next day at 5:30 a.m. and blocked him from reaching Mel. Mel told Trey that she had an argument with Leslie and he told her to take a 24-hour detox away from Leslie and see how she feels. She got a message from Leslie to go out for brunch, but she declined. It was the next day at the gym and Adam came to the gym to see Mel but met with Trey instead. Trey told him Mel wasn't around and said he heard he is more of an art guy, would he like to lift weights, and he agreed. Trey then doubled the weight, and when Adam was tired he didn't help lift it off him. Adam got angry and left the gym. Mel went over to tell Trey that she needed time off the gym, but Trey offered to check her vitals one last time and discovered she had gained a pound. She wanted to leave, but he said he didn't want her to disrupt the progress, but insisted on leaving. Later that evening she found out that someone had trashed the art gallery. Cater came to her house the next day and she was surprised to see him, but he came to pick up his last box and also told her to tell her psychotic boyfriend to stop texting him because he knows she was not the one, and this left her in awe. She told Leslie and they tried to trace the message but couldn't get any clue, so she offers to go check out the gym for more information. But Trey overheard her and knew she would find out who he was, so he came from behind and strangled her until she passed out. Mel kept calling Leslie but there was no response, so when she got home she tried the link Leslie gave to her and found out the messages were sent from the gym, and she shares location with Trey and she immediately took the watch off and headed to the gym. Trey found out the watch had been disconnected, but an alarm came up for a meeting with Adam at the art gallery for 10 p.m. Adam arrived at the gallery but sensed something strange as he bent down to check something. Trey hit him from behind. Melissa arrived at the gym and heard Leslie from the locker and helped her out and called the ambulance, but Trey came in and she hid herself, but he knew she was around. We later found out that he had brought Adam to the gym also, and he finally told Mel that he is her secret admirer from college and she was his. He leaned towards her and wanted to kiss her, but she stopped him and hit him. He fell and she ran away. She managed to use the skills he taught her to climb and hid from him. As he approached she jumped behind him and made him pass out just as he taught her. But he woke up again. This time she hit him with an iron and he passed out. Later the police arrived and arrested Trey. We see Mel and Leslie at the gallery and Adam came in with purple flowers for Mel, but the mail still receives love-shaped paper from Trey, who happens to be in jail. And Mel said she doesn't feel worried about receiving them.